Okay, now we are into the latest of the AMG Star Wars Legion terrain packs. This is the first of their own. And we all know where we've gone with previous terrain packs. They look really cool, but there is so much out there. So this one's going to be an iffy product, I think. There's going to be some people who are going to absolutely love it, and there's going to be others that are going to question it, let's say. But I think we're going to be a bit surprised on how much is actually in these packs. Now, the front of the pack and what we've seen promotionally wise is this, but with the packs on the back, as you can see, there's a fair chunk. Now that's actually what's in there. So me, even as a retailer, I was sort of taken aback, a bit surprised with how much there is content wise in there. You've got the single ruined complex. You've got a crate pile, a wrecked cart with some crates, a couple of mouse droids, but we all know we're just buying these for the mouse droids, right? Then we've got some straight walls, some curved balls going right, curved balls going left, and a couple of little towers, or to me they look kind of like the tips of the water evaporators, but not sure what the towers are for, but sensor towers maybe. So, and again, we're in with the boxes. They have not got plastic shrink wrap, and you have a look at the tape on the side. Not the most sturdy of security seal tape, and honestly, a bit flimsy with travel from suppliers, going from Asmodee or from Atomic Mass to the distributors and then to us. I question their packing, how sturdy some of their product choice is for packaging. I'm doubting that any of it's going to be damaged, but yes, I just for on a retailer's perspective, if I put that on the shelf, someone's going to pick that up and go, is that damaged? And I'm going to have to explain no, or I'm going to have to reduce the price. So, now, price-wise, these do come with a decent price tag. In Australia, they're $115 retail, which is about $75 in the US. Now, nothing else in there, so there is no cards, no battle packs, nothing. It's just pure terrain. So, as we have with Shatterpoint, it's just pure terrain. So, put this back at the top there, you can see the other one. And again, you've got your instruction manual for putting everything together. Scannable image, yes. QR code, that's scannable image. It's just a Brisbane in-joke, Australian in-joke, and your different languages, again. Okay. Now, it's not the biggest terrain, size-wise. Put this out there. But, as you can see, there is some nice detail. It's just like the X-Wing, the downed X-Wing, and the crashed ATST, the Walker. Some scorch marks and some damage marks around. There's towers, little mouse droids. That's good, they're in one piece. Don't have to put mouse droids together, which would have been a little bit frustrating, the size of them. And all of your wall pieces. we're going to come back. We're going to pop these together. Come back. We're not going to paint them up, but we're going to pop them together and show you how they look and how much is actually in there. See whether you guys think it's worth it or not. As I said, Australian prices, you're looking at about $115 full retail price. We've got them at the moment at just under $92 as a pre-order price. Those prices will go up a little bit after the release date, but not by much, because I don't think people will see too much value out of something at that sort of price. And I remind you that they're Australian prices, so if you're looking at American prices, you're looking at about 65%. So there's 65 cents. About 65%. Alrighty. And we'll pop these together and come on back with a product for you. Okay, folks. Now we're back with the end result, the pieces put together. As you can see, there are a fair few pieces in the box, fair few little pieces to put together, but not an overly large sort of size of terrain for Legion. So again, there's going to be multiple views on whether this pack is going to be worth it. Now, on face value, looking at it, looks really nice. Details in there look nice. Comparable to 3D printed items that are out there, non-official Star Wars 3D printed items out there. That's up to you. A couple of criticisms that I might have with them, or a couple of comments that I might have with them. If you see these flat ones, as you can see, I'll put this up close. Now, I don't know if you saw on the sprue, but on the sprue there's some really fat connectors. These are still fairly flat. They look white and they look horrible. With a coat of paint over, they'll be fine. But if you don't have a sharp pair of clippers, so like what are they? They're God tier clippers that I've got. Really sharp. They go through really smoothly. But if you've got some average clippers that are from your 3D printer or just from a hardware store, you're probably going to make a mess of some of these. If you don't have a little sharp knife, you're probably going to have a hobby knife. You're probably going to make a mess of them. So make sure you've got some sharp tools, just to keep quality. Now we've got your downed cart, which looks nice. We've got your little lamps together that you can just sort of move around and connect anywhere you want, or just have out. But the criticism that I've got is, or the not criticism, some constructive criticism. These things, if you don't decide that you're going to put them together in a certain way, you want to have them so they're modular. One little tap, one little tiny tap, and they're over. I'll put it to side with a mini, bit of Bad Batch mini. As you can see, everything there stands over the top. Lots of heavy cover there, but not really much line of sight blocking cover. So there's not really a mix. It's it's just a lot of heavy cover items. You're going to probably call that light cover, but this stuff heavy cover. It's very, it's not very dimensional. These little guys, you're going to lose these. If you don't put these on something, you're going to lose these. So I would suggest these. I'd suggest you add these little mouse droids into terrain. But it does look very nice. I'll be honest, I don't think we are going to be putting our prices up. After looking at the amount that's in there, I don't think we're going to be putting our prices back up. We probably keep them at the pre-release extra discount. So I don't think value for money. I don't think it's quite there for its full retail. But I do think for those that are going to be keen on terrain, having their own terrain, this mixed in with the X-Wing kit or an ATST down to ATST, or the even the old the escape pod mixed in. I think this is going to be a good additive. And if you are into Shatterpoint, I do believe that it will be a mix. I think you'll be able to mix this in with Shatterpoint terrain as well. I think Shatterpoint players will quite like the mix because it's the same sort of style. It's the same sort of world. The colours look the same. It's very much the same. If I grab a Shatterpoint box, you'll see it's designed to be modular with Shatterpoint stuff. So I'll leave it to you guys. You guys make your choice whether you think that you're going to be out there buying them. You'll see at least one in our grand tournament later on this year, which is a nice little segue to, yes, we have a grand tournament in July. I believe it's the 26th and 27th of July in Brisbane at Deception Bay, same location that we had it before. This is our second grand tournament in a row, and hopefully we'll continue each year. It'll be an annual tournament with multiple systems. We're going to have Shatterpoint, Legion, and MCP, along with a bunch of other games. I won't mention it in this one. And again, thank you everybody for sticking around and checking out our video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out some different unit strategies, don't forget to check out the Boss Nass Star Wars Legion page with some unit strategies. Rex, one of our local TOs, is and tournament organisers and judge. He runs the Boss Nass group and has started doing some strategies. So check out his YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future content, unboxings, battle reps, product reviews, and coming later this year, yes, we are going to be doing Brandon Sanderson's the Cosmere RPG, the Stormlight Archives. We're going to be doing an RPG with a group of us. It'll be my first RPG, but not a first for some of the others. We deep dived into the Kickstarter, and around September, the physical products come out, but a little bit earlier, we should have some online product that we can, some digital product that we can start into the campaigns. So hopefully everyone will enjoy those. Thanks for joining us, and again, enjoy your gaming.